Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Here's a return from the 7. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for the South Carolina product. This is going to take him off at across midfield there at the opposing 45. How about 29 yards on first down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Ready. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go. Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It's the rookie out of UCLA, Brock, Carson Schlesinger, making the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10 from the 43. Trying down the middle with Henry. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. He has room past the 25. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
All set now. First and 10. Get to Henry on the inside handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw here, third down. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Along the right sideline, there's space at the 20. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick six. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. Second and 20 following the sack. Handoff headed right to Henry. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Award that tackle to Michael Hall.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. It's everything he has under this one. It is caught at the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lower the deficit to a single possession.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Gronk. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even if this QB knew from the very get-go somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. They'll go play action for Sanders. Malachi Corley reels it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. He gets loose down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles, 18 Cardinals.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
Go! County Lions! Ready?
They'll run now on 2nd down. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
I really do like that call. Knowing you still got another down to work with coming up, good change of pace. And that defense now, got to be honest, you don't know who's going to touch it where.
Got it. Ready?
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Come on. Set for Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
So the penalty makes this try even easier for him. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? He sent it through.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Cat. Crocodile leading. Go.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much. before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and short here. Sanders. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Henry takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now a give running right. He brushed him off with ease. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, one of the best.
It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Want to quit, ready?
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready? What?
Here's Jackson to throw. This one's to Andrews out right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw 3rd and long. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Out of the gun, Henry. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards on an outrun block. That brings up third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. That's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. And they make the play at the 23. A gain of only a little. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now it's Jackson. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
DC, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They run. Here's Henry. And also Levy just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now it's Lamar. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earned those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Loops knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
They got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
To kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Let's go. Ready.
To the air on 1st down. Sanders. Pocket is in clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Loss of 4 yards.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. He finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, here's Sanders. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So this is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Back to return this, Naheem Miller-Hines. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down. Here's Lamar. To his wide out. It's a screen. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They toss right side to Henry. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9. Third and long. They're going to throw. Taking a deep shot here. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Come on.
Right up the gut. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready, go!
Sanders going to throw here on first. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Running for the marker on second. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pickup of 2 here. And that's a Browns first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Got it. Ready?
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Sanders setting to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Ready, set.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Set up. 19, start.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Ready?
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Set up.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Go. Ready, right?
Sanders going to look to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast. Send the tight end in motion. Sanders back to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got 1 more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Here's a give straight up the middle. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grab the lead on their first series of the half. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Lamar off the play fake. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. We get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. From the gun, a run for Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. They go play fake with Jackson. The Browns get there and take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a shot deep here. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted! And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Crack all 80. Let's go.
Sending him on the dime. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll air it out on 3rd. It's his running back. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll go play action for Sanders. They did it! He made the interception!
not just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Play action. Here's Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Looking to throw. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
Here we go.
They bring Tillman in motion. Here's Judkins on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock.
Ready.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to throw. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Browns.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Ready.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout.
Ready, ready.
They're drawing up for it. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Let's go.
Likely going to see him take a knee here. Force him to burn a timeout, conserve a little of that clock. He's drawn up for him. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Baltimore.